Hello, everybody. Welcome back to FemmeTarot. I'm Natalie, your international psychic medium. How is everybody doing? Happy Sunday, and thank you for being here, everybody. How is everyone? I see a lot of people in the chat. I love Sundays because this is the day where we can all hang out, get together, and really get into the nitty gritty of everything that's been going down the past week. And although I'm a little late with this reading today, we are going to be looking into Erika Kirk because I have done a deep dive on Charlie Kirk and what happened, his unaliving and who was behind it, what really happened, etc. And I did touch upon Erica a little bit during that reading, during that video. I did pick up her energy, but today we're going to be focusing mostly on Erica. What are her next steps? What is her goal here? What is her goal? What is she planning? Although we did talk about it in that video, I want to go in a little bit deeper with this. And also because you've all seen this. Hold on. Before I say hello to the chat, let me bring up this. Yeah. Well, this stirred up quite a bit of drama and a lot of conversations and a lot of rumors, theories, conspiracy theories circulating online, because this is way too close, way too intimate. And I've got to be fair here, just looking at the picture. It's JD Vance. Well, aside from the fact that you can't see it here, that his other hand is kind of like touching her a little bit too low, waist, but a little bit too low. But listen, he was in the moment. It was in the moment. Maybe he wasn't realizing what he was doing. But it's this hand clasping behind the head. This is something you would do with someone you love, someone you have an intimate relationship with, right? So let's look into this today. And also stick around, because towards the end of this live, we are going to be looking at Zohran Mamdani. I know it's very controversial. There are people who are, celebrating the fact that he's the new mayor of New York. And there are other people now saying that, they don't like, I don't know. It feels more feeling threatened because of his religion, or it could be because of he's very much a lefty, right? So maybe some people feel uncomfortable with that. But we're going to be looking into Mamdani. Like, what is he going to do as a mayor? Is he going to be a good mayor? Is this a good thing? Is he going to really rise because of this, because of being a mayor? Is he going to get deeper into politics later? Or is this the rise and fall of Mamdani? So we're going to look into this a little bit towards the end of this live. But before we start, first of all, I need to remember my banner as per usual. But I just want to say hello to all you beautiful, beautiful people, the Femme family, the Femme village. I love hanging out with you guys. I love catching up with you. Sundays is the best day of the week. It used to be, when I was at school, it used to be the worst day of the week, because it was always like Sunday, stressing about school, having to catch up with homework, all of that stuff. But now it is my favorite day of the week. So I'm looking forward to this. Yeah, not many people know much about Erika Kirk. Yay, 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 yay. So happy you've got the live as well. Hopefully the tech is going to be working, because we're not entering. We're actually in Mercury retrograde season. It's going to last 3 weeks. So a quick reminder what this means. Don't text your ex. Your ex might text you, though, just so you know. Travel disruptions, we've been seeing this already. I mean, a lot of flights have been canceled in the US because of the government shutdown. Then what else? Back up everything that you have. The tech is not going to be teching during the next three weeks. It's the tech is just going to have a mind of its own, and it's going to do our head in. What else? Don't sign any contracts during these next 3 weeks. Okay, nothing, any important documents that you need to submit or to sign, try to delay as much as possible. What else? Yes, try to avoid elective surgery during this time. So if it's cosmetic, and try to push it back. Okay, it's fine if it's an emergency, if it's for a very serious medical reason, you will be fine. But if it's an elective type of surgery, maybe just push it back. What else you should be aware of? Oh, losing money. Something that I keep forgetting mentioning during these Mercury retrograde seasons, right? Mercury retrograde not only brings disruption, but it also brings loss. And I don't mean loss of a loved one, or of a human being or a pet. I mean loss of money, loss, for instance, the stock market might crash, have a mini crash, or investments not going well, losing money, losing your wallet, losing your phone. So this is what you should expect for the next 3 weeks. So brace yourselves, everybody. Anyways, the energies right now are crazy. Pluto's gone back direct, back in Aquarius, first degree. I'm an Aquarius first degree. Let me tell you, I feel it. I'm bracing myself. I buckled up. I'm ready for it. It was a little bit more peaceful when it was retrograde, except for the fact that I lost my stepdad during the time when Pluto was retrograding, was going backwards. But now Pluto is going direct, and it's staying direct for the next 18 years. So we have that. We have Uranus opposing the moon. We've got what else? Oh, yes, I forgot to also mention that this Mercury retrograde is in Sag. So it's definitely going to affect big time transportation, travel, cars, boats, trains, accidents, you name it. You name it. So buckle up, everybody. This is it. It's 3 weeks though. So afterwards, we'll be able to breathe again and not block our exes. Or, we won't feel the need or the urge to text an ex or see an ex. An ex. It's one of those days where I can't talk. Just giving you a warning. It's one of those days where I'm all over the place. It's always like this. Also, because it is Mercury season, Mercury retrograde season, it also affects like your communication too. Like you might find yourself that you don't find the right words, or you're not really stringing sentences properly together. You might find that texts that you send or emails that you send might be misunderstood or read in the wrong way. All right. Happy Sunday to you too, Allison. Happy Sunday, Anna. Tracy, happy Sunday to you too. And Paulette, love to see you all here. Thank you. Yes, of course. Don't forget, you've got one job, everybody. One job, and this is it. This is your job. If you choose to accept it, of course. And also you can follow me on social media. This is how you can follow me. And this is, you can book a reading with me only via my website using the booking form, and everything is linked down below. And it's also on the banner on the screen. All right. So let's see. I actually got hired during a retrograde. Ooh, well, that's not necessarily a bad thing. By the way, Demi, can you check? Do you have your chart? Do you know your chart? If you have, if Mercury is retrograding or was retrograde during the time you were born in your natal chart, or you have other retrograde planets, those are helping you. Actually, it's a good thing. It's actually helping you during this period. It has the opposite effect that it has for those of us who don't have any main retrograde planets in our natal chart. I tell you, it's one of those days where I can't talk. Yes, it is. Remember, what retrograde does is it brings, everything is topsy-turvy. So everything is upside down, which is why I keep joking around. I keep joking about not texting your ex, because anything that's from the past meets you in the present. Anything. All right. So it could be also old friends, people you've ghosted, people who ghosted you, that you might bump into them during this time. New nail tech, very hard. I have to get clients and the salon takes 50%. Oh, I'm so sorry. Until I become my own boss, can't do it without clients. Oh, listen, use social media. Use social media for this. TikTok, use TikTok. Instagram is dying. Use TikTok, because right now TikTok anyway is turning into this like social media marketplace. It's all about vlogging, products, services, etc. So you might as well take advantage of that and really, really promote your talents and your skills there. And let us know. And when you go freelance, let us know. The Femme Village over here is going to support you. We're going to give you a shout out. But just don't feel disheartened. Don't feel disheartened, really. You just have to, if this is what you want, if you want to go freelance, if you want to be your own boss, be your own boss. I know financially there's always a risk, there's the worry, but you've got to start somewhere. And if you don't take that step or a step, you'll always be in the position that you are now, working for someone else and having to give 0.5% of what you earn to that person. So don't worry. Don't worry too much. Don't overthink this. If this is what you want, if this is your calling, go for it. Really go for it. Your friends, your family, we here over here, we're all going to support you. And this goes for anyone who wants to change career paths or wants to take a big leap. They want to go freelance. They want to start their own business. They want to start a startup. There is no perfect timing. It's just like when you want to have a baby. You know, a lot of people said newlyweds, they're like, yes, we want a baby, but we'll wait for the perfect time, until my husband gets a promotion, he earns better. There's never a perfect time. There's always, because this is life, right? There's always things happen. Things happen all the time. So you've got to go for it. You've got to go for it. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Sagittarius are definitely being very, very impacted. You know who's not going to be impacted as from January to March? The fixed signs. We need a little bit of a break. The fixed signs. So this would be Aquarius, this would be Scorpio, Leo, and Taurus. We just need a breather. It's coming. Ah, there you go. The ex is calling for you psychically, Martha. Just saying. Don't say that I didn't warn you. Yes, you can. It's not advised. I'll tell you when you shouldn't start a relationship during Venus retrograde. It's not gonna last. But with Mercury retrograde right now, why not? You can start a relationship. Might be bumpy in the beginning though. It's going to be challenging. It is going to be a big challenge. But if you get over that hump or these challenges at the beginning, then I think you're good. This relationship will just blossom. Oh, really? Hold on. Yeah, we have Gemini. Trump is a Gemini, Putin is a Libra, Zelensky's an Aquarius. What Netanyahu? What is Bibi? I'm not sure what he is. I don't remember everyone's, or Sharm. I don't remember all of them, but that's interesting. Already I mentioned 3 and they're indeed air signs. My big 3-year-old fixed and I feel fine. Good. I love hearing that. I absolutely love hearing that. Taurus sun. Well, this Taurus full moon, when was it? A few days ago, really helped you as well. 5 planet lineups, late stage Cap, early stage Aquarius and Jan. Beautiful sight to see. Yes, we're going to get a little bit of a breather. We absolutely need this. Paulette said some Asian leaders. I don't remember the names. Okay. A lot of air. Well, it is the age of Aquarius, so I'm not surprised that there's so many world leaders and politicians that are air signs right now. Oh, Stephanie says he's a Libra. Wow. Another Libra. Interesting. Yes, the Taurus full moon had me so sleepy. And listen, I haven't stopped eating since the full moon. I haven't. I'm so channeling this Taurus energy. I even told Kempire, I'm like, I just feel like you, my son, who are both Tauruses, because I haven't stopped snacking and being lazy as well. Sort of not lazy. I'm not calling Tauruses lazy, but lazy is the wrong word, but sort of I'm in a more cocoon mode, where I just want to take my blanket and lie on my couch and take my laptop and watch different like shows like that are very like easygoing and stuff like that. So we're all feeling it. We're all feeling it. Yeah, exactly. If they have native retrograde in their charts, if Mercury is retrograde in their chart, actually this retrograde or any retrograde period is actually very helpful. It just gives you a boost or gives anyone who has retrograde planets in their chart. Oh, I didn't know about Rihanna. She has Mercury retrograde and she announced Super Bowl during a Mercury. There you go. So regarding, I don't remember who asked me about the relationship that they just started a relationship. So it could also be that one of you or both of you do have either Mercury retrograde in your chart or some other, could be Venus retrograde, could be another sign or not sign, another planet that is retrograding, which is why you were, because usually even if like you're dating someone and you're not dating, but let's say you've met someone and you've gone out with them, you've gone like for dinner or for drink and you like talking and texting during Mercury retrograde, it just feels that the energy has fizzled down, it's like not as, but then as soon as Mercury goes direct, you're back at it. Danielle says, me too about the eating. I haven't stopped. I haven't stopped. Somebody stop me. Really. Oh, you're welcome. Thank you for watching. Really, thank you. Listen, those true crime readings sometimes they're hard, especially when it involves children or women who were abused and things like that. But I do enjoy doing them because I do see that it brings a lot of clarity, and maybe someone might come across one of these videos, see some of these clues, and maybe they can do something, talk to the authorities. Maybe we're able to crack one of these cases like in real life, not just crack them like by doing a reading, but I mean like bringing or helping the families or the investigators to get to the clues that they need, or not the clues, the evidence. I mean, I'm sorry, do you see this is really Mercury retrograde. I have a hard time stringing a sentence and being like coherent here. I'm really sorry. So yeah, thank you for that. All right. Yeah, for sure. Taurus moons always get me into cozy mode. Yes, absolute cocoon mode, blankets, love it. Yeah, enjoy it. Enjoy it. And also during this Taurus full moon or any Taurus full moon, let's say, or even eclipse, what happens is also we slow down. We're really slowed down. We just don't feel like we want to be so on edge or we want to rush things. We just slow down, which is a good thing. Steady instead of lazy. Yeah, steady, slowing down, like being more relaxed, I want to say. Lazy is a bad word because it has a bad connotation, comes with a bad connotation. But you know what? It's okay to be lazy once in a while. It's okay. We need to slow down really and recenter. And you can do that easily if you're feeling lazy. Okay, shall we get to Erika Kirk? And also, I want to ask, is there anything going on between them? I'll be honest, I don't feel there's anything there. I don't. Okay. My intuition says there's nothing there. I just feel that I'm gonna throw the cards. I just feel Erica is a person. She was a pageant girl as well. I feel that she knows how to use her femininity to get what she wants, to charm people, to be likable. So she has very much her, and I'll bring up her chart in a minute. I have it here, but she uses her femininity. She uses these like subtle, let's say sexual um vibes. She does, just by reading her. And when I read her too, I could see that. And we'll look at her chart. Let me bring it up. So, but you know what the internet's like, and especially now, people are just trying to find, or they're like really digging to find information or to find something that is shady, something that's weird, something that they can talk about, something that they can throw against the other side. But I don't think there's anything there. I'll ask the cards anyways. So here's Erica's chart. So she is a Scorpio. She definitely uses that sexual energy and magnetism, the scorpionic magnetism, to charm her way into things, to charm her way, to charm other people. She also has Mercury in Libra and Venus in Libra. She's flirty, flirty, flirt. Let me tell you that. And she knows exactly what she's doing. Nothing she does is by accident. She has Moon in Pisces. I'm not sure if this is accurate. I cannot be 100% sure. I did find this in an astrology thread, this chart, because I couldn't find it in AstroSeek or any of the other reliable sites. So hopefully this is correct, but we'll just take this. She has Mars in Pisces, oh Lord, and she has Pluto. Look at that. She's got Libra, Pisces, Taurus, and triple Sag in Saturn, Uranus, Neptune. So very feminine, again, very feminine. She knows how to talk to people. She also has this thing where she adapts or she changes depending on who she's talking to or who she's with. She doesn't do it blatantly obvious. It's subtle, but it's almost like she changes masks and she puts on a different. So if she's talking, let's say, to a man or a woman who are powerful, successful, authoritative, she's going to take on more of that. I'm a boss lady, right? I'm strong. I'm boss, you know what, biatch. I'm this, I'm that. If she's talking to someone else more in, let's say, social environment, or she a podcast guest or anything like that, she takes on a softer, she emits a softer energy. She softens up. So she really adapts and adjusts as well. Let me bring it back up because I forgot what it. Okay, yeah, Venus in Libra. As we know, Venus is ruled by, or Libra is ruled by Venus. So she's beautiful. She's always well put together, even when she was mourning. In my opinion, too much eyeliner. Get rid of the heavy makeup. Just get rid of the heavy makeup, especially when you're at your husband's funeral, wake. You're talking about your husband. Uh, just just be more subtle. But this is what she does. She wants to exude this beauty. She wants to exude this femininity. This is where she gets her power. Let me tell you this, speaking of how she gets her power. Some people are not going to like this, but again, I am a psychic medium and I read people for a living. She gives me succubus energy. I know some people are going in the comments, the replay, they're going to start going after me, but it's okay. I'm used to it. But this is the truth, and this is what I pick up. And what do I mean by that? She's someone who knows exactly her powers, her charm, and how to attract what she wants. Male or female, don't get me wrong. Male or female, she has an extremely powerful, charming energy and personality. And she knows that. And what I mean by succubus, she's the one who wears the trousers in a relationship. So the next one, and I did read about the next husband, because she is going to get remarried, but you'll have to watch that video, which is on the Charlie Kirk, because I don't want to repeat myself, because I know a lot of you watch every single one of my videos. So I don't want to keep repeating for you who are, the loyal femmies here. What else can I tell you about that I'm picking up about Erika? Well, you know what I picked up and what I saw and got on that Charlie Kirk reading about sort of her, and I'm going to use air quotes, her involvement in what happened to Charlie. All right. I'm not going to get into that again because we have so much to talk about. But I want to read more into Erika. Who is she aside from being a succubus? And I know people are going to say I'm mean and she's a widow, and I'm not being mean. I'm just saying it as it is. And you know me. And that's why you're here, you guys. You don't want any fluff. You want us to come out with the truth and say things as they are. And this is what we're doing here. So she is, and trust and believe that the next husband or the next partner she's going to have is going to remind us of Charlie. His charm, his personality, his looks, one way or another, he's going to remind us of Charlie. And yes, to spoil a little bit the reading that I did, she was a plant. Okay, hold on. You guys, I'm highlighting your questions so I don't miss them. I'm just going to pull another tarot reader like to watch usually comes to the same conclusions that you do. And he sensed that she's just playing the game. She's not interested in JD at all. Exactly. That's exactly what I'm getting. And neither is he. I'm not getting his interested in her at all as well. We totally should give her a pass up to a point, right? Because to me, a grieving widow, again, it's also about optics, especially right now where everything is so volatile. There's social unrest. There is a lot of toxicity. There's a lot of what's the word I'm looking for? Just attacking each other. There's just so much of that energy going around that, to me, she should have the optics of it. I'm sorry. Yeah, I know. I'm trying to. The words are there. They're just not coming out the right way. The optics were bad and still are in general. And yes, something that I've talked and said here many a times, that there is a great awakening. People are awakening. So now people can see right through these world leaders, celebrities, politicians, influencers, you name it, all these public figures, people can see right through them. And this is what's happening with Erica. If this had happened 5, 6 years ago, maybe you would have seen people being more empathic, more supporting Erica, being more shocked about this. They would never dare to talk about Erica the way that they do, especially with this JD Vance situation here. People would say, "Oh, look at JD. Look how considerate he is and how compassionate, and he hugged her, and oh, look, she's agreed." But no, everyone's like, they're sleeping together, and we knew it. He's going to divorce. He's going to get divorced from Usha. He's going to marry Erica. So crazy times, crazy times. All right. I'm just highlighting your questions. Okay. All right. So Blair is loving it. Isn't it wonderful? It's absolutely wonderful. Yes, chaotic energy is rampant, and it's not getting any better, unfortunately, this month. All right, so let's start with just to get what Spirit has to say around Erica and JD. So what I'm going to do is I'm asking the question, how does Erica see JD Vance? And how does JD Vance see Erica? In general, I'm just going to leave it a little bit more general, a little bit more open, and see what's going to come through. So, how does Erica see? So I'm going to pull cards for Erica and JD. How does she feel about him? How does she see him? Just show me, Erica, and what's going on internally as well. Okay, no chopper cards. 90 people in the room. You guys don't forget to like this video. Hold on. Knew it. I knew it. That's Erica. 3 cards for Erica. I'm going to show them to you. 3 cards for JD. 2 of Pentacles. All I'm going to say, or all I'm going to sing is money, 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 money makes the world go round. No one was prepared for my singing, but there you go. Mercury retrograde. You had it. And that's all I'm going to say because this is what stands out to me. Okay, so Erica, 3 cards. First card, a death card. She is going through a rebirth, a spiritual rebirth at the moment. I am not surprised, and you heard it here first, if Erica in a couple of years' time, she starts moving away from the church and religion. You heard it here first. She's going through a rebirth. She's going through a major transition since Charlie's unaliving. All right. She is building her own community. We have 3 of Pentacles. She does have people backing her up. And I'm not just talking backing Turning Point up, personally, Erica as well. So she does have people who are backing her up, people with money, people with power. And they're also supporting Turning Point too. But Turning Point is changing. It's not going to continue on the path that Charlie envisioned and wanted to take Turning Point. Unfortunately, because Erica is being backed up and is in cahoots and is working with a team of people or a group of people, they're going to use Turning Point to not to promote, but to what's the word I'm looking for? let's say, to promote their agenda, their political agenda, and they're planning and they are making money from all this. Basically, what I'm trying to say here is they're capitalizing from Charlie's death. Not how or why Charlie was unalived, but the aftermath. Everything that's transpired since his unaliving. And she's part of it. Page of Swords. She's also working on something. She's working on a new project, which is not connected to Charlie, because right now she's hosting the podcast. She's doing all this stuff for Turning Point, but this is Charlie's baby. This is Charlie's vision, not hers, but she has her own, and she's going to come out with it in 2026. Okay, so we're going to be seeing a lot more of Erika. She is going to turn into just like Charlie, but different, more of a political influencer or activist, but in a different way. But it's all going to come, what I'm seeing is that it's all going to come crashing down in about around the time she meets her next husband. I'm getting. That's when things are going to turn 180 degrees for her. And I tell you, she's going to distance herself from the church. Interesting. Very interesting. Let me see what else I'm getting. Give me a second. Yeah, so let's talk about JD. I'll get to your questions as well. So JD, 7 of Wands. JD is like, he's a bit apprehensive when it comes to Erika and maybe even Turning Point. He's not going to show it. He's not going to say it, but he's kind of like, I feel like he doesn't trust her and them. Yes, this is what I'm getting with the 7 of Wands. 2 of Pentacles, but again, money, money, money. Everyone wants money. The root of all evil, the root of greed, the root of ego, the root of so many low vibrational feelings and actions here on earth. 2 of Pentacles. He's trying, listen, JD is putting on a little bit of an act here. He knows very well he can read Erika, and he knows very well things about Charlie and Erika and Turning Point. So he's playing his cards right now. Okay, he's trying to appear like he's very supportive, he's there, whatever they need, etc. But JD is playing in several courts. This is what I'm getting. He has many agendas. Personal, not political, personal agendas. Yes. Smart. He's smart. He knows. He's very self-aware. What is JD's sign, by the way? I don't remember. Is he an air sign? Why do I feel he's an air sign? Is he? Anyways, so JD Vance, he's got his personal agenda above everything else, above politics, above Trump, above MAGA, above the Republican Party, everything. So he is playing, he's diplomatic. He's diplomatic. 3 of, I don't think he likes her though. I know. But again, it's all about optics. It's all about optics. And I'll remind you what I've been saying for so long. Don't believe everything that you see and read. As real as it looks or sound, don't believe everything unless you've done your research, use discernment, use critical thinking, etc. He doesn't like her. And actually, there is going to be a big, why did I say that? A big blowout between, I feel, the Erika party or the Erika group with the MAGA group and the government. And no, there's nothing there between them. As you see, there's no cups. The only cups that I got is this card that I just pulled now. And it's the 9 of Cups. So the 9 of Cups, the wish card, it's a beautiful card to get. But in this reading, in this case, is they all have, both sides have their own agendas here, personal agendas. And they're just playing a role and they're just acting. It's all acting. All acting. All right. Let's see. Hold on. So many questions. I don't want to. Okay. Prairie Flower says she's Catholic. Yes, but she's not, but she's a devout Catholic. She goes to church. She prays. She talks to God. Not for long. Not for long. Wow. But she's very much all about, she's also a Scorpio, don't forget. She knows what she's doing. She's smart. She knows what she's doing. And yes, money is very important to her. Demi says she doesn't think she's pretty. Listen, this is subjective anyways. You can't call her ugly. You can't call her plain. You know, she's pretty. She's pretty, in my opinion. I'm not going to force my opinion onto you, but it's, of course, that's subjective. And it's not important in this case, to be honest, what she looks like. It's more so about her soul and her intentions. All right, hold on. All these questions. Thank you, everybody. Let me get to them because there are a lot. So, let's see. That's a very good question, which I forgot about. I forgot to ask, but we'll do this. So there is, I haven't followed the whole thing. So there is a rumor theory, conspiracy theory. There's something going around where it claims that Erika Kirk bought an orphanage in Romania, and that orphanage had to be shut down, I believe, a few years later because of all the atrocities that were happening in there. Kids went missing. Kids were being, you know what, a lot. And there are people online who claim that she is sort of like the gateway or the front person to child, transportation. And she's the one who provides, or she's like, let me say different. She's like the Epstein, but for kids and orphanages. This is what they claim. All right. If I got this wrong, please correct me in the chat. But let's see. I'm gonna ask the question exactly as you asked it, Allison. What is the truth about what she was doing in Romania? All right, I have to be careful how I say things. Okay, I just got something really. Okay, I had a jumper card, Ace of Wands. Hold on, let me ask the question again because I'm distracted with what I'm downloading right now. Jumper card. Okay, I have to stop. Okay, give me a second. Let me share what I got because if I don't, they won't leave me alone. I won't be able to concentrate. So, in my opinion, for entertainment purposes only, this is not based on facts. This is all for entertainment purposes only. In my opinion, and from what I got as soon as I asked the question, boom. It's ironic that she's associated, or she had an orphanage. She was connected to orphanages in Romania. And now I heard that she's getting involved in some other kind of, like, again, an orphanage where? Is it in Mexico? Is it somewhere in Latin America? I don't remember. But what I heard was like, she doesn't even like kids. Just my opinion. Okay. Let's see. What's the truth about Romania, about the orphanage in Romania, please? What can you tell me? What can you show me about Erika and the orphanage? Okay, no jumbo cards anymore. Now that I shared what I got, it's Page of Pentacles. Page is children. It's also Pentacles, money, making money. Two of Cups, a partnership. We'll see. I'm just reading the cards now. I'm going to read them all together. Eight of Pentacles is Knight of Wands. So was this some kind of like, so if I didn't know, so if someone asked me, can you read on this person because they owned an orphanage or they owned a business, what can you tell me? This is how I would read this. Okay, so their business has to do with children, right? So they're somehow involved with children, or they're selling products or services involving children, about children, for children, etc. Two of Cups is like this is a partnership. So someone else is involved as well in this business slash orphanage. And it's like all a front. It's all a front. Eight of Pentacles, it's a work hard. It's working hard. It's working hard, learning skills and making money from it. And then I pulled the Knight of Wands. The Knight comes in and he's like, listen, I'm the Knight of Wands. And Wands also is creativity. It is fire. It is passion, schmecks. All right. It's because the wands are phallic. I'm just saying, I'm trying to be a little bit sort of discreet or a little bit careful here. Tower. And Five of Pentacles. I don't know what happened to that orphanage, but just by reading those cards, there was an ulterior motive here. And it seems that they just did some bad things, very bad things with the Tower. Sorry, wrong card here. And the Five of Pentacles. Okay. They did some bad things and they're acting like, oh, you know, we wanted to save the children, the orphanage, you know, we had all these plans, etc. And woe is me. Things didn't go that way. And destruction came along. Does that make sense to you guys if you've been following the case? Yeah, so the Chariot. I don't think it is involved with child transportation. Okay, but I do believe that that orphanage was a front for something because I have the King of Wands here. There is some kind of powerful man behind this. Were they trying to cover some kind of tracks or some kind of like I'm hearing crimes that happened and also money laundering. Yes. Money laundering, which is very interesting to use an orphanage for that. But maybe it's easier, maybe because Romania, especially a few years ago, it was a very corrupt country. It's a lot of mafia as well. So, yeah. So, to answer your question, it's a yes and no whether these rumors or this conspiracy theory that's going around is true. I would say yes and no. So yes, she was involved. Yes, she was pretty much, I feel someone made her or suggested or told her that she should get involved with this. And there's definitely money laundering because I do see someone here powerful behind, hiding behind as well. So yeah, I'm going to move on because there are many, many questions. And sometimes I can just spend too much time on one question. Who does she think pewed her husband? She suspects the one we all suspect. Not suspect. I saw it before even Candace saw it, just to help you. Because Candace is on the right track with this. So yeah, she knows. But again, she was a plant. So is shady as evil as they claim, especially with alleged Project 2025? Hold on. I'm reshuffling. Okay. I don't want to call him evil. Okay. I don't want to call him evil. There are other people that I call evil and I see them as evil and they're definitely evil. I would use a different word for that, but hold on. I will ask the question a bit differently just to allow for Spirit to show me more. So my question is actually, is Shady to be trusted in general in the position that he has? Because unfortunately or fortunate, depends on how you see it, JD Vance is going to be president as soon as Trump steps down, because Trump soonish, very, very soon, is going to, I see a big, big heart attack. He's already had one, but I also see issues, and I've said this before, he has one of his kidneys is in a very, very bad state. He has so many health issues, but eventually I see heart attack and stroke. Because I see, and I've seen him, I've shared this many a times. I've seen him in a wheelchair. I've seen him with all these, like, tubes and stuff like that in a hospital. He will have to step down. He won't be able to. He's not going to he's not going to be in a life straight away, but he won't be able to serve. He won't be able to be the president of the United States. So then JD steps in. Not for long either. That's what I got. A year, because I've said this and I've said this, and I will repeat myself. Won't stop repeating myself. From the beginning, I said Trump is not going to last more than 2 years. More than 2 years. JD is not going to last more than 1. Okay, back to JD. Is JD to be trusted? Show me JD Vance, please. Vice President, United States of America. Okay. Okay. Knight of Pentacles, 9 of Wands. He's very closed off. He's someone very, very private, very closed off. 10 of Wands, King of Pentacles. He is the king. My fellow Femmies, let me just say this. I don't feel that JD has much respect for Trump. This is what I'm getting and what I'm seeing, okay? I feel that JD has more street smarts. He is intelligent, but he sees himself, he's very intuitive as well. I have to check, someone just added his chart, his big 3. But with this king, he knows he's coming. He knows that being in Trump's cabinet right now, being the vice president, being in all these important meetings. He is gathering a lot of intel, a lot of information. He's learning a lot from Trump, but it doesn't necessarily mean that he respects him as much as we think, or as much as we assume, or that he agrees with Trump all the time. I don't see that, actually. Knight of Pentacles, he actually wants to bring change to the country. I'm not saying it's right or wrong the way he goes about it or they go about it. I'm just saying that he does want to bring change, but just like with his orange god or not, it's all about money and power and lining their pockets. But he's very private, very secretive. And by the way, past things, he scrubbed the internet. He's smart. He knows how to use the internet and hackers too. He's got people on speed dial, because I've seen that certain things about JD have been scrubbed from the internet. He's very private. He doesn't want certain information, secrets, personal stuff to be out in the world, out in public. Queen of Cups, again, I don't see him as evil, okay? We don't, I mean, I certainly don't agree or affiliate with his political ideologies and stance, but this guy is just, he's on a mission, he has a goal, he is very focused on that, he'll go for it, right? And he truly believes what he says. Like this is who he is. He's not acting, he's not acting or playing it as though he is, more extreme than he is. This is who he is. This is who he is. Four of Swords, stressed out. I believe JD Vance knows about what's going on with Trump's health. All right, because they're not going to come out in public, but he knows. And 4 months, within the next 4 months, by the way, this is all going to happen. Trump getting very sick, stroke, heart attack, stroke, and just incapacity. He's not going to be able to. I don't even see him able to walk either, because I see him on a wheelchair. Every time I connect to him, I see him sitting in a wheelchair. So stressed out, because he knows that his time is coming for him to step up as president, because Trump won't be able to. So there's a lot he is working on right now. Hope that answers your question, because I have to move on to the next questions. Yeah, at least he's not inherently evil. No. Okay, hold on. Well, in my opinion, based on what I read in the last reading, because a similar question came up, I would say she did learn how to love him, but it wasn't love at first sight. It wasn't. It just the way they met, all of that, it just feels like, again, she was a plant, so it was all choreographed, if you will. But she eventually learned to respect him and love him, but not in the way that you would expect a woman who acts so in love with her husband. All that, in my opinion, is an act. I have no idea which church and religion. Someone said she's Catholic, but she's not going to be this like uber religious person who goes to church, prays, talks about God, refers to God, wears crosses, etc., etc., etc. We're going to see a very different Erica in a few years. She's found out pretty much already. That's my feeling about Candace. But she's, of course, she needs to protect herself and her family. And we're talking about big, huge, evil, and dangerous players here. So she's on it. And when I believe she took a break, was it last week or the week before? Yeah, definitely. feel that it was also for her mental health. She needed a little bit of a break. But let me tell you, I feel that Candace is sitting on something huge. And if you remember when I did the reading on Candace a couple of months ago, I stressed and emphasized how worried I am about her safety, about her and her children's safety. I see and I know psychically she has a target on her back. They're on her. So she's smart. So she's sitting on something huge. And I believe she knows. She knows. She has the evidence. She has the evidence. She's been leaving not even breadcrumbs. Like these are not just breadcrumbs. These are like she's been leaving like big clues and hints. Um, let me pull a yes or no card. Let's see. Shitty fans. Deep stater, one card, please. Yes or no. Okay, I have the Hanged Man. Wait, I'm connecting. It's a no, but I'm connecting because I feel it's sort of somewhere in the middle. He's not 100% like a deep stater, but he's totally leading that way, though. That's what I'm getting. Okay. If she's so devout, how could she be a plant and know her husband would be sacrificed? That's a good question, Allison. That's why maybe that's why she's distancing from the church, and then maybe it's because she adopted this whole persona and this whole religious image, etc., because she needed to get to him. I know nothing about her family or the way she was raised. I do believe her family, I'm just telling you from what I'm receiving, okay? I do believe that they're religious, but not as like hardcore. A devout Catholic girl would not participate and be a pageant girl, would be a beauty pageant contestant. Just saying. So to me, it's all a facade. It's all a facade. Thing killed her. I actually had a dream about this. I think I answered that. It was Israel, but we have to be careful how we say things. But go back and listen to that video on Charlie Kirk. I say it. Let me say it again. Saw a big, powerful country and person who's pretty much a bully, all right, and an evil person is behind this. Not just them, though. We also, Americans, you have to also look at your government too, or your not your not your government, like as in Trump, but who's behind? Who are the puppet masters behind Trump and everybody else? Deep state, maybe? JD. Oh, another Leo. Leo sun, Leo rising, Libra moon. Leo. It's all it's ego. He's ruled by the sun. It's all about he wants to make a good impression. It's all about impressions. Libra moon. A little bit indecisive, a little bit. That's why JD, even though he seems, so like stuck and so, as someone said, like black hat deep state, he's not so, though. He is someone who goes with the current, sometimes, depending on what uh helps him and works for him, if that makes sense. Estefania, that the time is coming. The time will come. The time will come. 2032 onwards, I see big change coming for America, for the United States of America. Positive change, positive change. And I do see a female president as well. I do. Not the next one, but after 2032. What are you guys saying? That's saying I actually think Charlie and Candace are psychic. Yeah, I've talked about this. Candace is definitely a psychic. 100%. Will he do away with the tariffs, or will the American economy continue to suffer? Be patient for another few months. Another few months. Just hang in there. It's just a matter of a few months. Then everything's going to come crashing down. It's not going to happen like that, even when Trump is out of the picture, but the whole energy is going to shift. Even with JD on the wheel, but just hang in there. I promise you things are going to get better. Just, we have to get over 26, which is going to be, but 26, I will do a whole separate video on this, including a lot of the predictions that I have for 2026. But one thing that I can tell you about 2026 now, which will give you so much hope. Everyone is not just for our American femmies, it's worldwide. We're going to see people coming together, communities being created, and just a camaraderie in general. Just, you will see more of a unison, people uniting, coming together, helping each other, and creating communities. This is happening in 2026, which is beautiful. But we're not out of the woods and out of all this craziness and all this, like, this major transition, collective transition we're going through right now. It's going to take 2 more years. So till 2027, end of 2027, beginning of 2028, where I feel and I've seen by spirit that things are going to start taking a very different turn energetically. So hang in there. Hang in there. We will all survive this. Oh, Orchid, I love you. Thank you so much. Thank you. That's what I said at the beginning. I love Sundays just because I get to hang out with you guys. Let's see. Okay, this is important. So let me get to this, and then, will the SNAP food benefits be paid to the U.S. citizens who so desperately need them? Thank you for bringing this up. I just want to mention someone. I'm going to leave them anonymous. This is someone that I've known for a long time. She's come to me. Her and her family are just, I love them so much. They're just amazing, incredible people. I've known them for years. I've given them multiple readings. We're always in touch. She watches these. She's part of the replay crew. They're really struggling right now. They are actually on food stamps, and it's gone so bad. She has a newborn baby. Well, not a newborn baby, but it's a baby, and they are really rationing food. And there are times when either her or her husband won't eat, so the rest of the family can eat, and it breaks my heart. And I just want to, I know you're watching, I just want to send you my love. I'm sending you light. I'm sending you hope. And I know the other families will do the same. Hang in there. Hang in there. This reading is for you. This reading is for you. It just breaks my heart. Breaks my heart. They had a business, they had to shut it down. It's just bad overall. So this is for you, and let's see. This one wanted to come out. Yes. Oh, I just got chills. I got the chills. That's a good sign. Nine of Cups, the wish card. It jumped out. It wanted to jump. I was shuffling and it was stuck in my fingers. So loud and clear. Yes, they are going to be paid. This is all. I do feel that this government shutdown is going to come to an end soon. I do. I feel it's just that things are turning right now, and eventually, yeah, people will be able to get food as well and money. Oh, oh, Ness, you're wonderful. Thank you. You see that? I'm not going to say your name, but you know who you are. I don't want to. This is very personal. Yeah, I'm just bringing that up, Allison, so she can see it. So she can see it. I think they do. I think they do, but I'm sure she's seeing this right now. Does she have PayPal? Oh, Denise, you're wonderful. Let me ask her, and then I'll post it in the community tab or on my Instagram. If anyone wants to just send her, even if it's like $5, $6, $7, it helps. She does have a baby at home. So let's do everything that we can to help others in need right now. And these are beautiful people, like beautiful souls. These are kind, good people. Oh, thank you, everybody. Listen, it's going to go direct to her. I'm going to ask her. She's watching this. I'm going to ask her afterwards. And then I will. So make sure that you check the community tab and Instagram for this, and I will post it. 100%. Thank you, everybody, for wanting to help out. Thank you. I really, from the bottom of my heart, I really, really appreciate this. And this is what a beautiful, soulful community such as this one does. We're here for each other. I love this. Yeah. I know, Allison, it's driving me insane. Why are we talking about stupid coffee bear mugs or whatever they're called? All right. That I think you buy them for $30 when there are people such that at the person I just mentioned who are struggling to feed their child. This is a crazy world we live in, but it's also really separating and segregating the good versus the bad, the 3D versus the 5D, the egocentric versus the awakened. Crazy. It enrages me. The subsidies are not being given because of the shutdown. I'm so sorry. I don't think any big site anything that's gone up like has become more expensive or more inaccessible, it's not going to change straight away. It's going to take a few months, unfortunately. I wish I had better news. I did. You guys, you know the honey bear? You know the bear, the honey that is in a bear-shaped jar thing? Buy that and make that your Starbucks coffee. I'm not talking to you guys. I'm talking about all these people who are obsessing about this stupid bear cup. Yeah, hello, and you get it for like $5. So if it's that important for you to get the bear cup, there you go. There you go. No need to spend 30, 40, $50 for Labubus, for bear mugs, for anything that is just, what is it? It is a very quick fix. It's a dopamine hit that over consumerism has created. Like over consumerism has created that we always need this dopamine fix. So we keep buying anything that's popular, anything that influences dangle in front of us. It is ridiculous. There are people go to food banks, people on food stamps. There are people who are homeless right now, or they don't know how they're going to pay their mortgage or their rent. The boobies creep me out too, 100%. All right, so this is what we get with Erika. Shall we do a quick reading on Mamdani? I think it's important as well to do this. But before I start, a quick 1 second, please. I'm checking my phone. I'm sorry for being rude, but Campfire just sent me a text, and I told him that I was gonna do this reading, and a lot of times he sends me his questions. Um. Oh, okay. All right. It's a voice note, so I can't listen to it now. All right. So let's get to Mamdani, Zohran Mamdani. What is his future like as mayor of New York? Okay, let me do a quick cleanse. Let me neutralize my cards real quick. In the meantime, why don't you let me know in the chat, what have you been up to this weekend? What have you been doing? Or what are you doing today as well? Okay. Sometimes it takes forever for this. All right. I don't know much about Mamdani. I'll be honest. I know very little things. The only thing I know is that his mom was a filmmaker or is a filmmaker. His dad is some kind of intellectual genius of some kind who's very much he's very connected to. Is he an activist? Why do I just heard his dad's an activist. Is he? Just heard this. I don't know. I just got that, or he's done activism in the past. I'm getting his dad. I know he's young. He's 30 something years old, 34, 35 years old. And now we will look at his chart real quick as well, because I did find his chart. Wait, you guys, our tech checker, our beloved Scorpion. I was gonna say Scorpio. It's her birthday today. Happy birthday. Hold on. We need this. Oh, where is it? Happy birthday, Val. Happy solar return. I hope you're doing something real special today. And you're not old at all. Don't say that. Yay! All right, wait. I'm just highlighting some questions on Mamdani. All right, so how will he do as mayor? Let's start there. And then if you have questions, please drop them. Everyone's like saying happy birthday. Yay! Oh, you guys, you're amazing. You're amazing. Okay, hold on. I was holding my cards wrong. So how will he do as mayor of New York? I forgot to pull his chart. Hold on. Since I started shuffling, let me just pull the cards and then I'll just show you his chart. The Leo card. Let's wait. Judgment. I'll get to this. And Seven of Cups. And the Hanged Man. Oh, Lord. Okay. Before we start, let me just bring up real quick Mamdani's. All right. So another Libra. Okay. Because we're talking about leaders being air signs. Moon Aquarius. Not 100% sure if he's Aquarius or Capricorn. Aquarius would make sense because he comes from a more creative and intellectual family. So that would make sense to me, being an Aquarius, being around like a dad and a mom who are very deep into social issues, um, discussions around these issues. And also I keep seeing like books all around him. So I believe that he's like a big reader, or he grew up reading a lot as well. He has a what's interesting here, you can't see it because it's tiny, but he has 0 degree Leo, okay, which where is it? Oh no, 0 degree Leo. Sorry, I'm reading. I have some notes here, and I was reading. What's his name? Who did we read before? Oh, JD. Erica. Sorry. So what he does have though is that he has. I don't know, because he has Uranus in Capricorn, Neptune in Capricorn. Pluto in Scorpio. It's in, I don't know about his moon, to be honest. I don't know. I mean, Aquarius makes sense, but somehow I feel that it might be wrong. Anyway, he is a Libra. He has Capricorn and Scorpio in his chart. Hold on, wait. So what does that mean? Sorry. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm just pressing the wrong button here. Okay, I'm back. All right. I'm back. So he has Venus and Jupiter in Virgo. So he's all about community and building communities. All right, Mamdani. And about money and wealth, he is very much about circulating and distributing money. So I do believe that he will offer a lot of things to the citizens of New York, sort of either very discounted or free. Will offer, like, I don't know, like sort of museums will be free on a Saturday, on a Friday, or something like that. Um, Public transportation, although I don't see that happening. I don't see that happening, but he will cut maybe the ticket prices as well. So very much about around money and cost saving, cutting costs and saving on costs and circulating money and distributing money. All right. Now, the question I asked the cards was, is he going to be successful as mayor of New York? He definitely comes in strong. So he's coming in strong. He's very confident. He has a clear vision. He's not afraid to follow his uh, agenda and the things that he's promised. So that is the intention here. But unfortunately, a lot of people don't like him, even though he was voted. The majority did vote for him, but I'm also getting that a lot of people did not go to vote. Okay. Maybe because they were unsure, they didn't know who to vote, or they just didn't, okay, they didn't want to. But he is going to find a lot, he is going to encounter a lot of resistance as running as the mayor. He's going to have a lot of resistance, a lot of issues, and a lot of daggers. And there's going to be a lot of like power play and political power play heading his way. It's coming. He might struggle a little bit. Okay. He's coming in strong. Okay. And me too. I like his energy. I like his vibe. I think this is what New York needs right now. He's a breath of fresh air. But I don't see this honeymoon period lasting long, unfortunately. I just heard he's going to be sabotaged. He's going to find so much resistance. There's going to be so many people behind the scenes trying to tarnish him, trying to just destroy him. Okay. So it's not going to go well. The hanged man, again, it's the hangman's the resistance. Like, he wants to implement a lot of these plans that he has and a lot of these things that he's promised, but he won't be able to, and people are going to turn against him. They're gonna say, oh, you're just like everybody else, blah, 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 but I voted for you, blah blah blah, you're a Muslim and stupid Muslim, blah blah. You know how it's gonna go. All right. He's also, I got the Six of Cups, and when I saw the card, I instantly received that he's also, aside from creating community, he's definitely going to do a lot of work regarding around schools, children, community, building communities for children, or for children from, like impoverished families, things like that. A high priestess here. I'm telling you, this is really unfortunate. This is really unfortunate. Everything's gonna go great at the beginning, but it's all gonna crash and burn, unfortunately. Yeah, and it's not gonna be his fault per se. It's not going to be that he's going to be a crappy mayor and he's going to be just like every other wooden lying politician out there. It's because they are going to sabotage him 100%. My ear just popped and it's ringing. This is a change of frequency right now, and it's spirit. Spirit. Oh, as soon as I said that. So this is what you should expect. Unfortunately, this is disappointing. It's disheartening. It's disappointing. But I'm not blaming him, and I don't want anyone watching this thinking that he's going to be blamed, because this is not what I'm getting. Of course, he might make mistakes and things might go wrong, but just so you know, sabotage. It's going to be hard for him to get the money that he will need, probably. Bureaucracy will block him. They will do anything in their power to, like, yeah, block him, stop him. So mistakes will be made. Mistakes will be made, and people will turn against him. Sharia law in his move. Yeah, he has a lot of opposition to sabotage from his camp. Yeah, that too. Sabotage by his own camp. This is all about illusions, and seeing through the illusions. Being sold one thing or being told one thing, but maybe from his team as well. But behind the scenes is a whole different story. Yeah, everybody send him love and light. At the end of the day, you know what I love? Again, I don't know much about him, but what I love is this young man that I see and feel his energy, that he's coming in strong. He's confident. He has these dreams. He has the aspirations. He has a vision. We haven't seen that in a long, long time. Regardless his background, who cares if he's Muslim, if he's Jewish? Honestly, who cares? If you're a good, decent human being and you want to help your people, your community, your country, then why should we care? Why should we care? And yes, he won't be able to run as president. I know some people talked about it, because he's not American. He wasn't born in America, but he's the mayor of New York now. So we should give him the grace and the time for him to follow suit and do all that, and hope that all of this resistance, the blockages, the sabotage, all of this is not going to stop him. But I'm saying this, but I feel it will. I feel it will, which is very, very sad. I love the very accurate lately about terrorist activity in France and the UK, and about a train. We're going to get some respite. Yes, and there's more. I'm going to do this video with my prediction. I have so many. I have papers. I'm like a crazy woman. I have Post-its all over my house. I have notepads and stuff. So a lot of it I get downloads and I have to write them straight away. Notes on my notes app as well. But there's more. So I will do this as soon as possible, just gathering everything together. And I will do this as well. We had a question here by Stefania. Mamdani needs to be bringing some hope for us. I heard his father is a professor. Is he a professor? All right, but he must have been some kind of activist, because this is what Spirit told me and showed me. So yeah, that's what I see with Mamdani. Yeah, it's just, we need more rays of sunshine to come through. And they will. Slowly but surely, there will be some rays of sunshine coming through this darkness next year. And that is going to bring us together. So communities are going to be created. So you're going to see people coming together in mass, right? To help the collective, to help each other, to start building a different future for us, for us and our children and our grandchildren. So that's one big positive that's going to come out in 2020. More as well, but I will share on that video, because I don't want to make this video too long. Yeah, the UK Stammer, he's out. He's going out. It's him too. The Trump stuff and the Stammer stuff is going to happen back to back, close to each other. Trust and believe that too. But my pun, I didn't take, no, don't worry, I didn't take it that way. I was joking too. Sometimes you don't see it here on YouTube, because I know on YouTube when you're on camera, blah blah blah, some people might take it. I'm very sarcastic. Sometimes I have very dry, sarcastic humor, but it doesn't always land with people. But don't worry, Moipan, I did not take it badly at all. I was joking. They're not happy with his agendas. I know, I've heard, I've seen how they're trying to really tarnish him online. There's so many awful videos circulating about him, his family, the things that they say about him. I don't pay attention to all this, but I just think it's disgusting. Will I win against my enemies? Will you win? Well, we all have to. Paulette, I've sent you an email about all that. It's all about you. You strengthen you, all right? You have to center and strengthen you and take your power back. And that's how you win. And that's how you push your enemies, as you call them, away. You have to do the inner work first. And you are. I know you are. You told me you are, and I know you are. You're doing a work, but you have to focus on you right now and not the people that harmed you and hurt you. Because that's the type of energy you don't want to bring in. That's low vibrational. You don't want that. You need to heal yourself, work with yourself, get your power back. And you know what? The universe is going to do the rest. Because people are not going to align with that anymore, with that energy and that vibration. So they won't be able to harm you, and they won't want to harm you. All right. Oh, Kat, for your reading, I've got this. I just got goosebumps. I'm so happy. I am so genuinely happy. Oh my God, you're going to make me cry. And I cry easy these days. Around the full moon, I'm very sensitive. Oh, I love that. I so love that, because let me tell you, I was just so emotional afterwards. It's crazy. I was very emotional because he came in strong, like the energy. Exactly. They will. All right, where did my banner go? All right, everybody, that's it for today. Don't forget to like this video on your way out. Replay crew, I would love to hear from you. Just leave your comment down below. Also, always like this video. Share this video with your peers, your colleagues, your family, your relatives, your friends, your neighbors. It doesn't matter. Let's feed the YouTube gods, all right? Because they want their nectar. And here we are for us to feed them. So they push this video to more people, because I'm sure a lot of these videos and a lot of these readings that we do is helping. It's helping you, and it's going to help other people too. And some people need to hear some of the stuff that we're saying here. So thank you, everybody. I really appreciate you for making this community, really, honestly, I'll brag. It's not a humble brag, it's a complete brag. The best community here on YouTube, 100%. I love you all. I really do. I won't stop saying that. I get emotional towards the end of the lives, because then I feel like I'm going to miss you. But I'll be back next week again. If you want to book your reading, you can book your reading via my website. It is linked down below. Just please know that it's been crazy lately, and I'm booked out till March now. Yes, I'm booked out in March. But if you live in Europe, UAE, or South Africa, I have availability in January, February, and March. So don't worry. But it's mostly for my American friends and my Canadian friends, just so you know. But book now if you want a reading, because otherwise you might have to wait longer. Because I tell you, I'm getting a lot of requests last week or so. All right. So thank you everybody for being here. Thank you all for supporting this channel, for supporting me. I will make sure that you follow me on all the social media platforms. And I will find out information about this Femme who is in need right now, and I will post it. So just if you can just send her, every little helps. And right now they need it. And thank you all for really, really doing this. I'll see you next week. Bye, everybody. Take care. Till next time. Bye.